Between 1988 and 1989, McDonald's had a contest that involved 80 million records and $1 million. Many tried to win, and many failed. However, one 13-year-old kid in Galax, Virginia, stumbled upon the $1 million record, and then his life fell apart.
$1 million instantly.
Big Mac, McDLT, a quarter pounder with some cheese fillet, a fish, a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a Happy Meal.
McDonald's $1 million menu song and menu song food coupons in this week's paper.
Mason, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Gavin?
I'm doing good. You like McDonald's, Mason?
I think it's my favorite fast food.
Really?
I'm a big McDonald's guy.
What's your McDonald's order? Before we start, I just want to know.
I'm a big 20 nuggets fan.
Ooh.
And I'm a big spicy chicken sandwich, crispy.
Interesting.
Sometimes I'll get the 2 cheeseburgers as well.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Buy one, get one, $1.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're getting crazy.
But yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something about McDonald's that's actually related to music, which is, this story is insane. Okay, so between 1988 and 1989, McDonald's made 80 million copies of this small little vinyl flex record, and it was a single of this song called the McDonald's menu song. Every article I read about this said that song was really popular at the time. I don't know how popular it is now, so I don't know if you know do you know what the menu song is?
No, not in
well,
the slightest.
The title is what it is. It's literally just some kids reading the McDonald's menu to music, and it's a song. It's Big Mac number 1, and cheeseburger number 2.
Like the ABC song.
Yeah, it's
but
it's crazy. It's crazy. But on this record, it's a teacher, and he's instructing his class how to sing it. So he's singing it to them, and then the kids sing it back. And on most of the records, the kids mess up, and then it ends with go to your local McDonald's. But there's one record of these 80 million where the kids sing it back perfectly, and there's no error. And that record is worth $1 million because then the kids read out a phone number, and you call the phone number, and you just get money from McDonald's.
Oh my God.
So
did they put these in Happy Meals or something?
They put them in newspapers, advertisements.
Oh
so
my God.
they would put them in the store, grab this with your meal. They would put them in newspapers. When you're scrolling through the paper, there would be a vinyl record just in the newspaper.
Oh my God.
I know, it's crazy.
That sounds so expensive.
Yeah, I tried to look into if other companies did this, and Burger King did something similar. It seems it's kind of hard to tell because I don't really know the logistics of how you do that, how you just as a company put that
8 million records out.
Yeah, how do you just
in random ads.
Yeah, especially with when they don't technically cost money to get. That's very interesting. I don't know. I don't know what the profit is on this.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, a lot of people would listen to these records and they wouldn't get it. So people were searching, looking for it, and then one kid actually did get the $1 million record.
Oh my gosh.
He's a 13-year-old kid in the middle of nowhere, Galax, Virginia.
What?
A place I had never heard of until I did the research for this story. And his name was Scotty Landreth. So basically, Scotty Landreth was looking through the newspapers, and there's this Vice article that does a whole profile on this guy, years after. And he was looking through newspapers because his family was so poor that they used newspapers to start fires.
Oh wow!
And when he's looking through the papers, he finds the McDonald's record in the newspaper.
Way.
And so his dad had a record player, so he puts it on and he's listening to it, and he just thought it was cool because this was his first record. That's what the article said. This was the first record that he had, so he was just listening to it this is awesome. And then at the end it says you won, call this phone number. But it didn't say that he won $1 million. It just said call the phone number to get your prize. So he thought that they won a car or free food.
Yeah.
So he told his mom, and his mom ended up actually having to go get the money because he was a minor.
Yeah.
So the conditions were that he couldn't get the money. So now his mom calls the phone number. They are gonna fly her out to, I don't remember where. Let me check real quick. Yeah, she flew on a plane to Chicago. And then she got a deal with McDonald's to do a commercial for McDonald's.
What?
It's crazy. It's,
as the $1 million winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's promoting the campaign, and then she came back, and she was basically a celebrity. I found a local newspaper article saying contest winner woman returns to Virginia. It's got a picture of her like holding like this big check with the McDonald's logo on it. And what she does is she marries like the guy that she's dating at the time, and then she opens up a grocery store with her money.
What?
Yeah. So this is from the article. I'll just read you this like part of it. So is where is it at? Right here. Okay. She used the money to buy the store that she had been working in. So she was working in a grocery store already.
Oh, okay.
And then she bought the store with the money, and she renamed it to The Price is Right. I think it's because her last name was Price. The guy's mom's last name was Price. I know, right? The Price is Right is such a weird name. And then she staffed it with her family members, and like she apparently set up a credit system for locals. And yeah, there's like in the newspaper she said like she put produce in the grocery store that for the first time. So like she was doing like good stuff apparently.
That's amazing.
And then some years after winning the money, she sold the store at a loss. And it's kind of like up in the air as to like what happened to the money. But the like accepted story is that the guy that she married took the money and just left, because he just left her. Like that's what happened.
Oh, because you said they weren't married before they won.
Yeah, they weren't. So he married her, and they got married. And so that is, he took like the remaining amount of money, and she was also spending the money a lot. She took vacations to Dollywood, Guatemala, Hawaii, and Oklahoma. And then, yeah, so she lost a lot of the money.
Wow.
The guy that she was with just like up and left her and took some of the money.
What happened to the kid?
He was just there, you know, like he ended up actually taking a job at the McDonald's in Galax, Virginia. There's a McDonald's in Galax. And what's funny is by the time he was old enough to work, they had already lost the money. So he was back to basically square one by the time he was old enough to work. So he started working at a McDonald's just to like make ends meet again. I know, it's actually like
That's
so
ironic.
Yeah, I'll read this part because this part was pretty good. It's one day she awoke to find a boyfriend or / husband had cleaned out both of her bank accounts and left town never to return. And then not long after, Scotty ended up taking a job at the McDonald's where we ate together, and he does like occasional tree trimming work. And then so Scotty just ended up having to live like a normal life, and like
after, just Charlie and the Chocolate Factory style.
Yeah, right. And the saddest part I think about this story, maybe not the saddest part, so this was on, I think, like an NPR podcast, I want to say. It's called Last Notes. And when they went to go see him, Scotty said that he had a binder with like the original record in it.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of people like online were like saying that it was like lost me, like nobody knew where it was. Mm-hmm. And so he opened the binder, and then they played the record, and they found out that the record that he had kept wasn't even the same one that he had. So he lost the original $1 Million record. Oh, no. And he doesn't have it, and he doesn't know where it is. And the one that he kept in his binder is just another one of like the 80 million.
The 80 million.
And and then eventually his mom died of like cancer.
How much later was that?
This was like probably 10 years or 15 years after they won. Okay. So it's a little bit later. But the article ends with this, and this is honestly probably the saddest like closing statement I've ever read. For Scotty, his mother is dead. The money's all gone. He doesn't speak to his sister, and his most prized possession isn't even real. The magic flexi brought nothing but heartbreak.
Oh my God. That's so sad.
Unfortunately, that's the end of the story. Because like there's nothing else. This McDonald's record like just ruined this guy's life, honestly.
I think we hear, a lot of those kind of stories when it comes to lottery winners and stuff like that.
Yeah, sweepstakes winners.
But oh my gosh.
Right.
I mean, if he had still had the record, maybe he could have eBayed it or something, like had some solace or something like that. But man, that's crazy. And I mean that promotion from McDonald's as well.
Right.
That's really, really smart.
Yeah.
And just the logistics of producing 80 million playable records, all with, slightly different endings is crazy.
Yeah.
Because if the winning one or any of them malfunction, the sweepstakes just doesn't even work. So
what I think is crazy is the fact that like since Scotty doesn't have that record, like nobody knows where it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Still. So like somebody could, I mean, I doubt anybody has it, because I feel like if somebody did have it that we would know by now. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it might have gotten like accidentally
just put it in
thrown
the
away,
trash or
which is
something.
even worse because it's just like it's just lost
wasted.
and like nobody knows what it like sounded like or what it would look like if it would looked different at all. And I'm gonna show you this picture basically because this picture was awesome. This is in the article. This is Scotty at the McDonald's that he worked at when he was younger, like with a Big Mac meal, and that's.
I mean, I think that's really nice that he still has that kind of love for McDonald's, and even though, the money that they got gave them so much hardship, he still has, kind of a little bit of a connection, a little bit of respect for, what happened.
I don't know, like. I don't know how liable McDonald's is, but I feel like McDonald's definitely like did this and then did not set up like any sort of fallback in case the person.
You said what? It's the 89 or
80.
90 or
it's
something
between
like that?
1988 and 89. So this is like 89 is when it ends.
Yeah, there was no, with lotteries nowadays, a lot of the times you have like a trustee and like all these backup plans, and you get the money in installments, instead of as one lump sum. But, back in the 80s, no one cared.
Yeah, nobody cared.
Nobody cared. And especially if, you said they were super, super poor beforehand, that kind of money can be really dangerous.
Yeah. And I mean, it looks like it was, which is really sad, actually. Because, I just think, I don't even know, man.
I would be curious what the modern equivalent of something like this would be.
Yeah.
I think it would be really easy to do, Spotify codes or QR codes, but it's just not as fun.
Yeah,
it's just not as fun as having a physical record that, even if it's not the winner, you can keep and it's kind of your thing.
Yeah, I think sweepstakes just in general are like not really a thing anymore. Like you remember when we were like kids and like on the TV there would always be like these Disney Channel sweepstakes to win a cruise.
Or like stuff would be in cereal boxes and things like that.
I feel like that's not really a thing anymore. Because like, I mean, people don't really mail stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like you always had to like mail something or like find something. I think at least
the physical aspect of it is lost.
Yeah.
I think you would have to go looking for it.
Yeah.
I bet it's all codes.
Oh yeah.
And watch this thing to get this, puzzle or whatever. There's no actual tactile element to it as much, I would imagine.
Which is just a whole different issue of
which
just
is
like
why,
physical.
I don't think we run into it anymore in our day-to-day lives because we're not searching for it.
That's also true, yeah.
Which is kind of unfortunate because it's fun to kind of be in touch with that.
Yeah.
That little bit of, what if. I always buy a lottery ticket on my birthday, even though it's financially irresponsible because it's fun,
I wonder if McDonald's will ever do something like this again.
Yeah, that's what
I think that
saying.
would be cool.
I mean, what's the modern equivalent with
it'd be like
streaming
an NFT
and stuff?
It'd be like an NFT that's worth $1 million. McDonald's NFT.
Don't say that.
It's probably gonna happen. I wouldn't be shocked. Well, I don't know anymore because I feel
NFTs
like crypto's definitely
dead.
Just done.
Crypto is very done.
Yeah, McDonald's not gonna invest anymore in the crypto.
Yeah.
Big Mac NFT would have been crazy though.
But I mean, we see so much, personalized advertising and stuff like that with, Spotify Wrapped and all of these, inside, ad data and things like that. I think it'd be really, really easy to, have a company do like a personal, like song recommendation, with the AI art and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Would it, based on your McDonald order, here's what your song would be, and then
cool.
There's a 1 in 30 million chance after completing this survey or whatever that your song has, XYZ code in it.
That would be awesome.
Because that'd be really, really easy to do.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, there you go. Now,
there you go. Hire me, McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's, you got to give us a job because we just gave you
at the end of every WRR episode, we have some call to action.
We have a call to action.
What you guys need to do for us.
Yeah. And I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. I feel like this is what the show is all about.
I want my McDonald's order personalized song. When I get extra salt on my fries and barbecue and sweet and sour sauce for my chicken nuggets, what does that mean for my music taste?
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
I would love to know.
I need McDonald's to tell me.
Well, it's up to them.
Give me a McDonald's Wrapped.
Yeah, McDonald's Wrapped. You ate 600 McChickens this year. That'd be awesome. McDonald's all of this.
Everyone just needs to use big data in more creative advertising ways.
That is true. I thought you were just going to stop it at everybody needs to use big data, and I'm like, hold on.
Use big data.
I don't know, but I agree with the creative.
I want my personal information collected and used to make me feel better about my consumption habits.
Well, McDonald's, hopefully,
yeah,
is
everybody,
listening to
all
of us say
companies.
that.
I don't care.
All companies just steal our data.
I want incognito tab wrapped.
You went incognito 1,487 times this month.
All right.
All right, Mason. Well, that was it. I wish the story had a happy ending.
I was about to say, I brought you a happy one last time.
I know. This one's kind of a downer. It's just
it on me.
It's just such a. I mean, it's just such like a crazy story.
Yeah.
Like
it's such a fun advertising ploy, and kind of the picturesque winner. Like I said, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Exactly. That's actually a really good analogy.
It's the poor kid that goes in and then, ends up owning the place, but it just doesn't have that. Doesn't have the last 15 minutes of the movie.
Justice for Scotty.
Follow him on Facebook.
Yeah, you can add him on Facebook. I don't know if he'll accept, but you can add him, send him a friend request. Scotty Landreth.
He doesn't talk to his sister, but he may talk to you.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go.
Okay. Here goes. Big Mac McDLT, a quarter pounder with some cheese fillet, a fish, a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a Happy Meal, McNuggets, tasty golden french fries, regular or larger size, a salad, chef or garden, or a chicken salad, or